what I'd like to know is what the atmosphere is like in camp, because it's been such a difficult time for you, for the players, obviously, for everyone involved. But at the same time, you're building up to what's the biggest game of their lives. Could be their biggest game ever. How do you marry that? How do you channel that energy? What's it been like?
It's been yeah, it's been really enjoyable this week actually. After obviously last week, the players have bonded even more, I suppose, after the last couple of weeks. And that brought a really good energy this week. I suppose making it to the final, like it brings that energy itself. Um, and as coaches, we've kind of just had to kind of sit back and kind of watch it evolve. So it's been credit to the players and all the backroom staff that have kept the boys focused on what's ahead.
Against South Africa in the first half, it was quite tight, but in the second half, Ireland really seemed to find a second, third, fourth, fifth gear, really got motoring. How much encouragement and confidence can you take from that? That you have a level to go to, that when you're up against it, they can really dig deep and think their way out of situations to increase their performance to the standard needed.
Yeah, we obviously take a lot of confidence out of it. I thought, that first half we defended really well, kept them scoreless. Um, yeah, like we just couldn't get our hands on the ball in that first half, and when we did, we kept turning it over. So, we dug deep in that first half. The boys worked really hard, and probably fatigued South Africa a bit in the end. And our probably fitness levels probably shone in that second half, and we were able to get our hands on the ball and play a bit more. So yeah, it was encouraging from a defensive point of view that we could stay in the fight and keep fighting away even when we didn't have the ball. So it's encouraging because it's both sides of the ball we're doing quite well.
And then just finally looking ahead to France, beat them in the Six Nations. It was quite tight. What will you take from that game that will inform your preparation for tomorrow?
Yeah, I suppose the last time we played them, we got ahead quite quickly in the first half. We were able to put a few points on the board. We probably left a bit out there as well. But one thing we probably take away is, look, we can't let the game get too loose. The French like that, especially at Musgrave during the Six Nations. That they came back in that second half and started putting us on a lot of pressure when we didn't look after the ball. And we kind of played into their hands a bit. So, sticking to our systems and the way we want to play, making sure we really, we look after the ball when we have it, making sure it doesn't get loose and play into their hands.
Thanks a million. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, cheers, Joe.
Anyone else want to come in the live section there?
How you going? Murray Kinsey here, Aaron. How are you?
Hey, Murray, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks. I'm sure you're aware of the support that is built back here in Ireland behind the team. Is that something you feed off? Is there messages coming in? Can you give us a bit of insight into that side of things?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of support back home, but been pretty impressed with the amount of support we actually have over here as well. A lot of the parents have come over for many of the weeks. And even a good few of the South Africans are really getting behind us, which has been class. We started getting a few messages in from the senior team as well, which was we got a show on this morning, which was brilliant. Which is just gonna obviously help drive us a bit more. But yeah, we're really thriving on the support we've been getting. It's been awesome.
Was that a video from the senior team, or what kind of message was that?
We got obviously. We got a couple of messages from in Henderson this morning and Peter Mani. They put a video together, which was class, and obviously there was a couple of messages up on the.
Sorry, guys, could you mute yourself if you're not asking a question?
Try not to play on.
Perfect. Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
Yeah, and obviously there's obviously one up on the RFU Twitter page the other day of a good few boys sending their best wishes as well.
As you mentioned, the parents there look like it's an unbelievable sport. They've obviously been through horrific circumstances as well. How much of a part of it are they over there?
Yeah, massively. It's been awesome because the players, you know, be able to get out of the hotel and go have dinner with their families. Which you need, like, because we're in this hotel for probably 3.5, 4 weeks by the end of it. So you know, it makes them, you know, get out and kind of clear their head a bit with their family. So that's really important. And just seeing the families come into the hotel every now and then, and you know, you're able to chat to them, and the support they on game day as well. It's huge. They actually get so vocal, and I think there's not many of them, but you can hear them, you know, which is it's pretty class.
Yeah, it's been impressive. Lastly, South Africans supporting Irish team. What's that like?
Yeah, man. It's it's a bit weird, but no, it's pretty impressive. You're walking down the street, going down to the shopping centre and stuff, and they're asking you questions, and yeah, hope you win, you know, which is awesome. Yeah.
Happy days. All the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Murray. Cheers.
Aaron Gavin, BBC Northern Ireland. The group's been together for a good while now. How would you assess how they've developed through this tournament from game to game?
Yeah, I think it started off, you know, the camps before Six Nations. As you see, the same group's been together, building nicely, and because of the same sort of group of players, it's definitely helped us to get where we are. And like I think it's been really helpful that we haven't lost many players over the course of this tournament and the Six Nations. So it's probably a credit to the medical staff and the S&C who have you know, be able to keep the guys in a position, or you know, able to train all the time, able to get them playing all the time. You know, we haven't lost many players, and that's been so important for us.
In terms of getting the guys ready for a game that's this significant, a one-off decider, how much can you look back to the England game to clinch the Grand Slam? Is that something you'll talk about a lot?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big help. Yeah, you know, the England game, the last game of the Six Nations, was kind of like a final for us. You know, if we didn't win it, that was it. We wouldn't have got the Grand Slam, and we wouldn't have won the Six Nations. So being able to get, you know, like kind of final ready in that game, I think that's going to help the boys definitely for tomorrow, because we're a bit more prepared for it. We know the pressures that are involved, you know, the week leading up to it. So yeah, it's going to be a big help for us, and I think it's going to, you know, help the boys.
Best of luck.